Hi, my friends. Welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Friday. TGIF, guys. We made it. I'm just moving some stuff around here. How is everybody? Happy Friday. My eye is giving me fits this morning. It feels like there's something in it. It's probably just scratched. I probably just rubbed it, or the dog scratched or something. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, we're going to make our cute little HoHoHo banner. I'm going to use this little cutie pie transfer, and we're going to paint our banner pieces, and we'll paint the letters and the ornament pieces with our light buttermilk also. And then there is a cute little snowflake. We're just going to paint that and put some shimmer frost on that. Let me open that. And get a little stir stick. We're going to use shimmer crimson today. I think that would be really cute on there. Don't you think? Now, the sample that Chocator had, they did everything the same color. I was kind of thinking it might be cute to do a different color in there. Do two of them, like the center part, like do HoHoHo, do red, green, red. What do you guys think? What do you think about varying that? I think it might be kind of cute. Just do like ho red, ho green, ho red. Let me know what you think. Let me see what colors I can find immediately in here. A shimmer. Do I have a shimmer green that's like standing out that that I might be able to grab right away? I don't know. All of my colors are upside down here. I used to have one. Do I not have one? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I used to have a shimmer forest. I used to. I have forest right here. Do I have a shimmer? I'm looking. All my stuff is upside down, so I should. Oh, here's one. What about Scout? What about Scout? What about it? What do you guys think? Scout's kind of a cool color. What do you think about that? I guess if I hate it, I could just wash it off, right? Scout's kind of a bright color, but when it dries, it's a good color. Scout's a good color. I'm kind of thinking I want to have different, red, green, red. You guys tell me. Tell me, what do you think? Red. Red, green, red. Here's my red. Here's my green. Of course it's on my fingers already, guys. Of course it is. I'm kind of thinking it might be kind of fun and festive. Yeah, now I'm going to be shimmery. I just need some red and white and green on my fingertips. What do you think? You guys tell me. Okay, I'm going to put you down to this. Let's turn it around. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be like this, strung together. I'm thinking red, green, red. Kind of thinking that. So the background will all be light buttermilk. I thought that would be fun. And so we'll base coat everything in light buttermilk just to get our base coat on. And then we'll chalk it, and we're just going to paint the snowflake with shimmer white. I just thought that might be fun to stand out. I didn't do this little piece. And of course I didn't do the swirly things. So let me go ahead and find my comments. You guys help me out. What do you think? What do you think? And happy Friday, guys. We made it. We made it. Oh, and my truck is all packed, ready for my craft show. I got the rest of my things all tagged, which is great. Got everything ready. I just have a couple of things on my list, but the thing is that this craft show setup is 3 days. If I forgot something, I'm fine. Come on, VIP group, where are you? There you are. Okay, getting that shared to VIP group and getting my volume turned down. Perfect, guys. Let me get I'm in my corner where I'm supposed to be. Good job. Good job, darling. Hi guys. Hi Sherry. Hi Bridget. Hi Pam. Hi Lori. Good morning, Roxanne. Hi Janine. Hi Karen Ross. Different colors. Yes. Okay, I think so too. Hi Melissa. Hi Betty. Good morning. Scout. Yeah, Scout's a good green. I think it is. I don't know that I have another green in here. You know, some of my colors dried up and I never replaced them. I was hoping for a nice Christmas green that's shimmery. I don't have one in here. Yeah, I'm going to stop going through stuff. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Okay, let me get you the link for this. So that is over on my Shopify website. Make sure you are using the VIP discount code. You're going to go to the VIP page and you're going to find the code. Okay, make sure you're doing that. I'm going to give you the link for the collections. This is where Chocator collections, Chocator transfers, sorry. Let me find this one. I got to scroll down a little bit, just a little bit. Oh my goodness, it was hard to decide what to do. I have so many projects ready to go. I just have them bagged up and ready to go for you guys. Oh my goodness. It's just, I'm just, oh, let's see. Where is it? I can't find it. Did I not post it on here? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, I got it. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. Sometimes I am just a dork, but I love it. Hey. There we go. Okay, there's the link for these pieces. If you want the link for the transfer, let me give you that, because I was just in there on the Chocator website. It's still available. I did check and make sure it was still available, because I don't think I bought extras of this one. I bought extras of a few of them, but not of all of them. So, and my snowman's coming. So the snowman porch laner, that is coming soon. Can't wait to get that. It's on its way. It is on its way. All right. Oh my goodness. I had a lot of stuff in there. There's some chalk duos. So when you're going to check out everything on the Chocator website, because this is in two different places. So the cutouts are on my website. The transfers on the Chocator website. Okay, make sure you're spending your $20 if you're a Perks member. Make sure you're not letting that expire. I think I let one expire last month. Oh no. Yeah, make sure you spend that. So anyways, there's some chalk duos. Like there's a fall duo that I need to get. It's papaya and what was the other one with it? Papaya and something else. I need to go back and look. Anyways, there you go, guys. Hey, Carol. Hey, Vicky. How are you guys? Okay, I have these cute little beads. They're just red and white to go in between. I'm going to actually put them back into the bag. And I don't remember what pattern I did. If I did red, white, red, or did 4. I'll have to look. Okay, so there'd be 4, one on this side, one in between, one in, okay, so 4 different ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. I think I just grabbed extra beads. We'll have to do our own pattern and figure it out. To figure out what did Darlene do. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Okay, let's get these things base coated. We're going to base coat them all with light buttermilk. And then we will be chalking them. And my stuff is like falling down over here. Oh my gosh. It's time to clean this corner out again. Guys, I am horrible. If you saw my corner, you go, oh my goodness, Darlene. Yeah. So I have a table back here. Okay, so my table's down low, and my stack is up to here behind this. All my papers and stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. That's the way my life rolls. I just push it all to the limit. Okay, I think I have to move the lids while I'm, when I bring in this big board. And a couple of things jumped onto it. Some ribbon pieces that were down there. Okay, so we want to base coat all this in light buttermilk. There we go. All right. Okay, bring back all my pieces. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday. This is going to be cute. So I'll have another thing to put in my Christmas in July section. Yeah, I actually, you know what, guys, I pulled a muscle in my back somehow when I was packing everything last night. So I packed all my my trailer was already packed, but I had to put a few more of my boxes that I finished tagging everything that I've made in between the last time that I tagged a whole bunch of stuff. I got all the rest of everything tagged, and it was 4 more boxes, guys, and one of them was a really big box. So a lot of stuff that we've made in between the last time that I tagged everything. I can't even remember how long ago that was, but we have been making stuff like crazy. Tara's been painting, I've been painting. It's been a little crazy around here. So anyways, got all of that put into the trailer, got all of my stuff put into my truck inside and the back of my truck. So I have to have cash registers for the craft show. I'm in charge of this craft show. So I have my cash registers. I have all my tablecloths. I always have to have extras in case somebody needs one. I have my risers because we like to lift our tables up so that they're up higher. So when our workers are checking people out, they're not leaning over. Like if the table's low, then they're having to lean over. We have those bed risers that you use to rise, to put under each corner of a bed. We have those for the tables. And then all my supplies that I need, you know, you have to have cash register tape, little bowls to put the tickets in. Oh, I got to grab the candy. Candy doesn't come till next week, though, because people just eat it. Name tags, the bags, the tissue paper. I even have little mats that people stand on, the fatigue mats. I have those. And my truck is completely packed. The back, the bed of the truck and inside of the truck is packed as much as I can. I have my little things that we sort their tickets. So when someone purchases an item, we tear the tag off, the bottom half of the tag, and it goes into a bucket, and then we sort those by person. So we have our little sorters. It's like a thing that has drawers, and each drawer has a person's name on it. So it's one of the, like you would put screws and nuts and bolts, that type of thing. It's that type of a sorter that we use to sort the price tags. I have that. What else do I have in there? A lot. Just a lot. The only thing I have to add is my floor plan and my folder that has all of my crafters applications. I don't put that in until the day of the show, just in case something crazy was to happen and somebody was to steal my vehicle. I don't want to lose the most important things. So anyways, I think I'm ready to go. I think I am. So another thing that I do is I print out a sheet of paper that has each person's name on it, and if they need a table, if they're bringing their own display, that type of thing, because that way I know that I have everybody down on the floor plan. When we go ahead and we do our floor plan, I make sure I have everybody's name. So when we put everybody out, I better have used up every one of those sheets. Okay. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Okay, let's try this. We're doing our HoHoHo banner. Ho, ho, ho. All right, we're going to have to put 2 coats because that's the way that light buttermilk is. I am going to ink the edges on these. We'll ink them when we're all done before we glue it all together. But yeah, it takes a lot to do a craft show. And then, of course, you have to have all the money, have your iPads, all of that stuff. Yeah. I actually have little credit card machines. So I'll make sure those are all charged and ready to go. Yeah, I used to use the iPads, but they actually, through Square, they have the credit card machines. They're on sale every now and again. They're usually on sale when it comes time for the like your Black Friday. sales. I got an extra one last year, which was nice. So it was half price. They're normally $500, and it's through. It's the one that that you use with Square, and yeah, it's usually $500. It was half price. I need one more. I need one more because each register should have one. At this craft show, we have 3 cash registers. That's all the room that we have is for 3 cash registers to check out. The other craft show in Chula Vista that I'm in charge of, that I've had for a long time, that one we have 4 registers with the possibility of adding a 5th register. If it got super busy, I could pull out another cash register. So, and I have to have all the money for that, and I've got that. I've got everything ready. I like checking everything off. I have a couple of name tags to make because I did these cute little apple name tags, and I did have one that broke, but I'm gonna wait because I do have a few new crafters this time. So I'm gonna wait and get everything put out. I'm gonna check and see who do I need to add before I make more. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, this is going to be really cute. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Hi, Laura. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. TGIF. We made it. We're doing our little HoHoHo banner. I couldn't decide what to do. I stood there for a moment just going eeny, meeny, miny, mo in my head. I have way too many projects. And then, here comes August. What day next month? I'm going to look and see if I can find it. Oh, I think I sent it to Sarah. I can probably find it quicker by going to our comments, to our messages to each other. The date that Peanuts comes out, I haven't looked recently. Let me look and see. I think I sent it to you at some point. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't send it to you. Maybe I sent it a different way. I sent it to somebody. Oh my goodness. Anyways, what day does Peanuts come out? It's in August. Anybody know off the top of their head? I'm looking through all my messages here. I'm scrolling back because it's going to be back in something. It's going to be somewhere. Where's it going to be? Where is it going to be? While I'm doing this, I'm like scrolling through, trying to find it. I know it's in here. I know it's in here. Where is it? Light maker changer. Okay. Sorry. Stopping for just a moment. August 15th. Thank you. August 15th. I should have it on my calendar. Thank you. I kept scrolling backwards. I couldn't find it yet. Thanks. August 15th. So before we know it, Peanuts will be coming out and we will have all those. So I'm trying to get through the ones that I have. August 15th. Thank you, guys. It's in my messages. I need to have it on my calendar, Darlene. I need to have it right in front of me. Now I know. Okay, August 15th. Yeah, that's only 2 weeks and a couple of days. All right, I'm really excited to see what there is. Okay, let us go ahead and let's dry this. I'm going to put some shimmer on my snowflake. I think I got everything. I was kind of looking at my phone, so anyways, there we go. Let's dry this, then we're going to chalk our HoHoHo. It needs to be dry, 100% dry, guys. Now, I'm kind of feeling like I want to but use dry brush on the banners. I think I'm going to dry brush the banners with just a little bit of black to make them look a little more rustic, guys. So that just popped into my head. All right, so I do need to grab a brush and do the snowflake really quick. These are not dry yet. You got to make sure everything is completely dry before you go on to the next step. Where did this month go? I don't even know where this month went, but I'm telling you, it's crazy. Yeah, July literally flew by. It really did. Yeah. Yuppers. I knew it would, because having a craft show, yeah, it always does. I had to go pick up more flyers. I got those picked up for the next show, for my October show. It's like always one step ahead when you're a crafter, or when you're in charge of something. You're always having to stay one step ahead of everything. Okay, let's get a little bit of shimmer on here. This is my shimmer frost, and I'm just going to put a little bit of shimmer onto my snowflake. And then I'm going to move the ornaments out of the way, because I'm going to dry brush some black on these. So let's move all of this. These are all getting chalked. Okay. And then this I'm just going to put up in the corner for a moment to get it out of the way. I'm going to move this over so it's easier. Okay, probably going to move this again. Where's my dry brush? Here's my brush that I use, the little scruffy brush. Okay, I need some paper towel. And we're going to get some black paint. And we're going to do some distressing. So just a little bit. So when we get black paint, everything is there with the white paint. It jumped. It's like, I'm bailing. You're not using me. I'm out of here. That's so funny. It just jumped right off of there. Okay. All right. So a little bit of black paint. Hi, Jackie. Jackie is over on YouTube. Hello, hello. Okay, there's my black paint. Okay, I don't need a lot. I'm just going to get some on my brush, and then I'm going to get most of it off. Okay, so I'm just doing this to kind of distress it a little bit. So get all of that off of your paintbrush. Next week, you're doing a mini vacation to Chicago for a large music festival. You didn't want to go because there's way too many people for me, but didn't want just your husband and daughter. Yes. Yeah, no, I agree. Well, you're going to have a great time. Okay. So I got most of the paint off, and now I'm just going to get some on here. Just like, called dry brushing for a reason. You're not putting a lot of paint on there, but I like to go in a certain direction. I'm going up and down for this one. And then we will ink the edges. So I'm not sure if I'm going to ink the edges on the ones that I chalk. Probably will. Okay, let me just get some on the edges. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you a close-up look of what this did. So it just kind of makes it look aged a little bit. Just puts a little bit of paint on there. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm going to move that. Let me dry these really quick, and I'll dry the snowflake, and then we're going to chalk. So this project is actually pretty quick, guys. Not like my project yesterday. Oh, and I did paint a few things for the fall collection that I have. Yeah, I did paint some of those yesterday. So I can show you. Tara took some of the pumpkins home, so I'll have those for the craft show. Yeah, I have even more stuff. Okay, let me do this. Let's move this. Let's take all these guys off. Those are all dry, ready to go. And let me move the board. We're going to chalk our HoHoHo. All right, so we have our transfer. I don't know if I did a large offset or a tiny offset, so I don't remember when I did it. An offset just means that it's a little bit bigger than the letters, but sometimes you can't fit everything together if the offset is larger than the letters. But we're going to try. We're going to try to get everything in here at one time. It'll be easier. And then I just have to remember that the top, red, green, red. Maybe I'll do I'm not going to do the green first, because then I'd have to peel it out of there. But, it's stuck. Okay, it's in the center. You're not going to notice because that snowflake's going to be there. Okay, gonna put that right there. There we go. And I guess I'm gonna work from the bottom. I didn't really think that out, did I? I should have done the center one first. It's okay. It's all right, guys. We're okay. You know, don't sweat the small stuff, guys. And it is all small stuff. All small stuff. Yep. Okay. Yep, there we go. Got that one. Okay, and then the plain H. So we're doing red, green, red. Oh, sorry, my head just all of a sudden started itching. And I don't know why. Do you ever just have dry scalp? I'm sure that's what it is. I don't think it's bugs. That would be terrible. That would be terrible if it was. It's not cootie bugs, I promise. Okay, so there's a little bit of an offset. So you're going to see a little bit of the white behind it. So I am not going to be inking my edges because you're barely going to see the white. I'm going to ink my edges on this though. Make that rustic. But these are just going to be chalked. Okay, I am going to have to be careful because those are pretty close right there. So here we go. Let's do our red first. So we could do our red and then do our green. We could do that and just take these all out. Should I ink this first? You know what? My chalk paste is a little bit thick. I'm wondering if I actually don't want to add water at this point. Let's ink these so we can just set them directly on there. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then we can just set it directly onto these. Onto each one as we go. Maybe that's not a good idea. That's probably not a good idea. I'm just going to ink them and get them ready. But we probably should set them up there so that they can dry and not be touching anything. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I already have this in my hand, so we're going to ink all of our little banner pieces. Yep, we are. We are. So you could just do this directly onto banners that you cut. Guys, if you don't have access to wood and you don't want to purchase from me, that's fine. You can use foam. Guess what? You can go to the store and you can get craft foam and you can chalk directly onto it. Just test it out. Make sure that it's not going to stick really bad and peel up layers or anything like that. I can't use the foam. My hands break out. I think that it probably has latex in it or some type of chemical I'm allergic to. One year I was helping my granddaughter with some craft projects that she was selling, and they were little foam kits. And guess what? My hands all broke out. Yeah. So not fun. Okay, I think I got everything down. I got all my air bubbles out. Let's do all of our red, and then we'll turn it. We'll do the other side red. Yeah. Okay, getting all this. It's a little thick, but when you add water to shimmer, it needs to sit for a little bit. Like I can add some water when I'm all done, and then by the time I use it the next time, it'll be fine. But I really don't want to add water to my shimmer right before I use it because it will separate and your colors aren't going to look nice. Does that make sense? I have learned that the hard way. So yeah, if you can spread butter on toast, you can chalk. Believe me. And have you seen the gorgeous, gorgeous things that Laura has been making? Oh my goodness. It is a total labor of love. All of the sunflowers projects that she's been making, the front door mat and the porch sign. Holy cow, they are gorgeous. I'm trying to get it smoothed out so it's nice and smooth. So when I peel this, everything looks nice. Okay, I'm gonna put my... Okay, we're ready to peel. Maybe. Hello, we're ready to peel. Can I peel this? Sometimes it doesn't want to come up. There we go. All right, here's my H. Okay, I missed the edge. I'm going to go lay it back down. There we go. It looks good. The center part didn't take. Just go ahead and lay it back down if you need to. I think that's just the That is just the design. It is a little rustic like that. That's the way it is. Okay, so there's my first HO. There's my first HO. You just got notification. Your transfers come today. Yay! I'm glad. I'm glad they are. Yeah, Laura, you're doing amazing. Okay, this isn't really a shimmer. It's kind does it say shimmer? It doesn't. It's more of a metallic type color, but it's going to be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and do the green. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So this is Scout. It has kind of a shimmer, but it's different. It's not like these have actual particles that you see. This is a little different, but it's shimmery. It's shimmery, but it's different. The shimmer crimson is like the original design. But I think, wasn't there a shimmer red, Sarah? In the beginning, like there was a different one, because I remember mixing it up when I had a sale at one point and I sent somebody the wrong shimmer. So I am doing the tops of these all one color. I didn't do like silver for the hanger part on this. I just decided I'm just doing it all one color. Okay, I can't wait to see this. I think that Scout is going to be perfect for this. And it jumped. Okay, you ready? Are we ready for our next hoe? We're doing hoes today. Ho, ho, hoes. Okay, here's our green. There's our H. Look at this. This is really cute. This ornament is super cute. Super cute. There we go. There's that. Okay. And then we're going to do our bottom one. If you want to turn it to make it easier, however it makes it easiest for you is absolutely fine. You can turn your project. I do that with painting things too sometimes when I'm painting and you need to turn it. You know, maybe it's easier for you to do it in one direction. Like if I do it this way, I'm going away from the green. So I'm not as likely to grab some of that green chalk paste and get that all spread in there where it's not supposed to be. I have way too much on here. So I will be scraping all of that off. In the scraping process, that is also pressing that down through the silkscreen. Okay, so it is helping do the job of what you need it to do when you're pressing it hard. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and scrape that off of there. Just going back over, I can see like there's an area that wasn't all the way, there we go, solid. Okay, ready or not, here we go. Okay, pulling it from the other side. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little rustic like that. I think this corner though, we can do that a little bit better. There we go. All right, guys, check that out. Okay, gonna move this. I want to watch that right away. You have shimmer red and shimmer crimson. Okay, yes, shimmer red and shimmer crimson. Yes, that's what I was thinking. There was shimmer red. Yeah, I wasn't just dreaming. Okay, let us go ahead and dry these. And then we're going to put it together. This is going to be so cute. All right. You want to make sure it's completely dry. I'm going to glue that snowflake on there. It is cute just like that. I love sunflowers too. I think sunflowers are great. I'm not a flower person, but I do love sunflowers. If I was to choose what flower I would like to receive, like for Mother's Day, I would say sunflowers. Okay. All right, this is going to go on here. There goes my head again itching. Sorry, guys. I swear it's not cootie bugs. Okay, I just thought that would be cute to have a low dimension. So let's glue this on. And then we'll glue each of the snowflakes on. I probably should have waited. Probably should have waited to do that. You know what? This matches up a certain way. It actually really does. The snowflake. The snowflake is not even. Okay, and then we're going to take, we need to do these. Okay, let's just do 2 at a time, and then we'll move it up. So it's going to be like centered like that. All right, let's do this. So cute, guys. And then we're going to string it together, make it into a garland. Oops, I got some glue right in the wrong place. And grab a Q-tip. Evidently, I failed gluing 101. Yep, I failed gluing in kindergarten, I guess. I don't know. Okay, there's the H. And then this is supposed to be an O. Okay, scooch you up. Ho, ho, ho. This would be cute on a sign too. So I might just make a sign that's ho, ho, ho. I can either make it down or across. Maybe just a cross, right? That would be cute to just put on a sign. What are you thinking? I'm thinking a cross and have a frame around it. Because, I mean, I can use these exact same things. You could put this in probably a 6x18 frame. It probably would fit. Or, let's see, across. Maybe even smaller than that. I'll have to try it out. I always just try it out on my screen. Oh, you guys, I was working on some samples. We were talking about the dog transfers and stuff like that. I submitted a bunch of samples to Chocateur, some ideas of dog transfers that I would love to have. Yeah, I got them all dummied up last night and got them submitted to the group that we're in. Okay, all right, let's assemble this. Okay. All right, it's going to be like this. So cute. Let me move my chalk paste out of the way. All right, here's my string. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the end have some glue on it to make it into a shoelace end, because I'm going to be putting it through so many of these that it's going to take a little bit of effort to do that, probably. So all I'm doing is I put some glue on here and I'm just pulling it until it dries. I'm going to get my paper towel and get it off my fingers, and then this will be dry in just a second and it'll be like a shoelace end. I just put glue on my fingers, and now that will go through the beads easily. Okay, you can put tape on there too. Okay, that's the end that we're gonna there's a lot, guys. Do I really need all this? Hello, Darlene. How much jute did you actually get for yourself? A lot. Okay, let me see, how much do I really need? Because I do need some for in between, but I don't think I need all of that. I'm going to take away some of that because I think that's way too much. And then let's figure out our pattern. Figure out what did I do for my pattern. Okay, I think maybe to there. Okay, here's all my beads. Let me get a paper towel to lay them on. That way they're not going to roll away. If I just lay a paper towel right there, and let's figure out what pattern did I have figured out in my head when I planned this project. Okay, so this end is going to have a loop on it. Okay, so it's going to, because that's how you're going to hook it onto something. Okay, so I just do like my little slip knot, just like that. Okay, and then I can trim that down. So you're going to put beads on first. Oh, there's more beads. Okay, so there's 4. Oh, gosh. Did I have... Oh, you know what? I have beads in between each one. Okay, so I think what I did was... Did I do... Let me see if I have enough. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 in between. Let me see if I did it correctly. and just did red, white, red. That's 6. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's just do red, white, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. Perfect. Okay, we're just going to do red, white, red. Okay. All right, so string the first one on. That's still a lot of string, guys. Okay, so red, white, red for the very first part. And then we're going to start stringing this together. I need a bigger table. Okay, so if you know your patterning, if you went to kindergarten, or you have a son that likes to do patterning, my youngest son would always help with all the necklaces when I would do, we used to do a lot of teacher necklaces. We'd have these chunky little snowmen and trees and stuff like that. And he would put it together for me. Okay, you can start from either side. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's start from this side. Okay, so this direction. So you're going to go in and up. Okay, so you want your string to be at the back of your project. Okay, you don't want the string to be at the front. Okay. Now you don't want this to be so tight that it doesn't bend at all. You want there to be a little bit of give. Okay, so there's the first one, red, white, red. Okay, and then your piece, and then you're gonna do red, white, red, and we're just gonna string this whole thing together. So it really works well that I made this into like a shoelace end with the glue. Okay, string that all, pull that all together till you get to about right there. You want it to hang. Okay, and then get to the end again. Yeah. I'll be done next week. Come back next week. Feel like a soap opera. Join us next week for the rest of this project. Okay, next. Get to the end again. Red, white, red. All right, so I'll have to show Tara what I did. We're gonna have a lot of extra white because our beads are just red, white, red, white. So we'll have extra white for another project. Okay, there's that. And then next, I could have varied this and went green with this, but I kind of like keeping the hose together, the red hose and the green hose together. So I kind of like that, but if you want to do every other one, you definitely could do that. It's totally up to you. You're the artist. You get to make those decisions. If you want to throw in other colors, you can do that. Okay. So there are no rules when it comes to creating, except do what you like to do, right? Don't let people tell you what to do on a project, because guess what? You get to make those choices, what colors, how you assemble it, what you do with it. Maybe you put this on a sign. You don't do a banner. That's totally up to you. So I think what I'll do is I'll make it so that the pieces themselves are available just by themselves. I don't know if I did that or not, but that would be a good idea. And then you could put onto the 6x18. It might even be smaller than that, but okay, so we're getting there. We are getting there, guys. Hang in there. Stay tuned for this fun project. I think it's going to be cute. Yeah, you might look at it and go, "Ooh, I think I should just do all red." You know what? Then do all red. Okay. There's like I said, there's no right or wrong. It's only, what do you like? What do you think? When I'm making stuff, I'm experimenting. And sometimes I might go, ooh, if I made that again, I would do it different. And so that's the great thing about you getting to watch me make this. You can see me make my mistakes, and then you can correct it or do it how you want to do it. You can go, I didn't really like the way that turned out. I think I should do it this way. So you can do it that way. Yep. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with changing things up. When I make something, it's a guideline for you. It's simply a guideline to kind of give you an idea. Okay, let me just scooch this over and just kind of help you so that you have an idea, and then you get to take it and run with it. You know, that's the same when I see other people's ideas, or when I see Chocatore's ideas, I'm like, ooh, this is what I'm going to do. I like their idea, but here's what Darlene's going to do. So when I see other people's projects, I get all sorts of ideas going through my head. So change it up, make it your own. Do what you want to do with it. See, I have all those white ones left over because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Okay, I'm at the end. Okay, I'm going to move these. I'm going to put them back into my bag so they don't run away on me. Zip that up, toss that on the floor with my used transfer. Okay, so I got all this, and I'm going to make sure that it looks good. Okay, it looks good. I'm going to lay it out this way. And my spacing, I want to make sure that it's not too tight. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it down again. I think it needs to be just a little bit more. Okay, give it a little bit more in between than I have. Okay, so I just need to scooch this. I don't want those beads falling on the floor though. Okay, I think that's perfect. Okay, so I have my end, and here's all I'm going to do. Look at all that extra. I'm going to do my little slip knot, and then I'm going to thread that through there, through the beads. Okay, thank you. I love the colors too. I think they turned out really cute. So that was just Shimmer Crimson and Scout. But you can use whatever colors you have. You don't even have to use a shimmer. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take my end and I'm going to feed it back through those beads so I can hide the end. So I did my little slip knot. That's how I'm going to hang it. And I think I have to go through each bead individually. Yep. Okay. There we go. And then just pull that through, and then I'll cut that off. So make sure you're cutting the right one. Don't cut the wrong string or you're going to be redoing the whole thing. Okay, there's my extra. I can use that for something else another day. And I'm all done. Okay, so I'm going to put you up to me, and I'll hold this up so that you can see the whole thing. It's super cute, guys. Let me press the button. There we go. All right, what do you think? I think it's cute. Yeah, I think it turned out really good. I think it's perfect as far as the beads. There, you know, I might just have to slide it once I get it. Once you put it up on something, because they keep wanting to slide together. It's okay though. I think it's perfect the way it is. All right, there you go, guys. Let me lay it down. All right, well, have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to be busy getting my craft show set up. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be fun. Christmas in July, you know, it's going to be a good thing. All right, guys. Love you guys. Hope you have a great Friday.